Hi guys, so a while back I posted a video about kind of taking some small steps to cleaning up your diet and just getting to the point of living a healthier lifestyle. So my first tip and step for that was just to start reading your labels. Start figuring out what is in the food that you are eating. And I'm just sharing kind of some of the steps that I took a couple years ago, actually quite a while ago, but then really started focusing in on them a couple years ago to just completely clean up my diet for the most part. And the first one was reading labels, paying attention to the sugar that's in my food and the ingredient list, the carbohydrates, fiber, protein, all of that, and not just the calories and fat. My second step, I would say, is to try and eliminate artificial sweeteners out of your diet. And it doesn't sound like that's overly important because they're calorie free, but for me, it was really, really crucial. I got to a point where I was having between 12 and 13 packets of Splenda a day, which is excessive if you think about it, but it was going on everything. It was going in my coffee, in my oatmeal, in my skinny drinks I was making, in my desserts. And it just got to the point, kind of a number of things played into it, research, and I was getting regular headaches. I was having a lot of digestive issues, and I don't know if it was related, but I just started to think, I'm making all these efforts in other areas to eat really clean and eliminate the chemicals and toxins, but then I'm having this little white powder in my coffee and all of my foods all day long. So I decided I was really gonna make an effort to cut down on it. And it was definitely a process. It took me a while. I tried just literally cutting down and it did not work because I just wanted more. I just wanted another one. So then I just eliminated it. I eliminated soft drinks that had it. I eliminated protein powders that had it. And I also just started using a small amount of coconut sugar. And I was able to do that for a while. But the reasons that I did this are more important. And like I said, it was because a lot of the research I did just showed the harmful effects it has on your body. But then in addition to that, I was starting to realize that real food didn't have as much flavor to me because I was having so much of this artificial sweetener, which is 10 times sweeter than sugar. So when I was having something like a strawberry or fruit or a dessert that was made with real sugar, it didn't always taste that sweet to me. And I realized that I want to be able to taste these whole foods and these real foods that I am focusing on eating. So that was my number one. I also was craving sugar. I wanted sugar all the time. And I think that the excessive amount of Splenda that I was consuming really played into that. So like I said, I don't have hard evidence on any of this, but I know that I feel a million times better since I've taken that out of my diet, and I can appreciate the real flavors and tastes of whole foods, produce, things like that, way more than I was able to then. So that's my second tip. Number one was starting to read labels and figure out what's in your food, and number two would be trying to cut down or eliminate the artificial sweeteners in your diet. If you guys have any comments or questions, feel free to drop them below. Also, please follow my page at Food, Fitness, and Mom Life if you don't already, so you guys can continue to see the videos and any other health tips, recipes, workouts, that kind of thing that I post. And I look forward to talking to you guys soon.